Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We're doing our spring, startup. Beautiful bike, beautiful Kawasaki. And one of the things we learned today is it's got a vacuum actuated petcock. And what that means is when it's in the on position, the fuel is technically shut off when the motor is not running. You switch it to prime when you want to bypass the whole system and carburetors so you can fill the fuel bowls. And this is your reserve when you run out of fuel and you have that little bit of fuel that's left over so you can actually get to a gas station. You need to put 50 kilometers on the reserve. A more in-depth explanation of the on, PRI, and reserve system on this particular motorcycle is on is for daily use. Tune from work, tune from the shop, tune from the racetrack. You're good to go. You set it and forget it. Now, the other option on the Petcock is PRI, and that is short form for prime. So it allows you to prime up your carburetors after a service. Say you clean them, change the jets, adjusted the fuel bowls in case they were flooding or not giving you enough fuel. You have to do that kind of thing, or even balancing out the carburetors so they work well. Because when you change out the jets, you got to balance them out again. And in doing so, you might want to set it to prime to bypass the Petcock so that the fuel will fill up the fuel bowls, and that way you turn it back to on for it to run, to make the engine start up easier. Yes, you can do it without the priming application, but I guess Kawasaki, in their infinite wisdom, said this was a better thing to do, and I can see it's a good idea. Then you have reserve, so if you're on a highway, forgot to fuel up, you got 50 kilometers, when the engine starts to bog down a little bit or starts sputtering, you can hit the reserve. You got about 50K, depending on your bike and all the rest of it, and you get off the highway nice and safely, find a gas station, and that way you're not stuck in an emergency situation. So on is for daily use, PRI is for any fuel systems part of the fuel system where you had to take off the carburetors to adjust something, and then reserve is for emergency purposes to get out of the way of traffic so that you're safe and secure off the road. That being said, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them down below, and I'll get back to you guys as soon as I can. Peace.